And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. The rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Maxey out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. The wide open look here for Garland. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
And so here's Cleveland after the Sixers pick up 2. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
But so aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Here's Hunter. Pass to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Jaquez. Embiid. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quinn Grimes, a revelation last season. And then let's not forget, number 3 pick, DJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Mitchell. Now, here's Garland. He's got 6 from outside the arc. And Embiid pulls it down.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's McCain. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the foul called on Jared McCain. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. Now, here's Garland. 6 points for him. A kick out to Mobley. Nobody near Allen. And again, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Here's Jaquez, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Jaquez the pass to Embiid. Mobley with the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts are so good.
The kick out to Ball. Launches a three. Mobley misses. The 76ers trail by 11. Embiid, the pass to Jaquez. Back to Embiid, and stolen by Mobley. Stolen by Ball. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Walker comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Jared McCain. And then for Cleveland, Larry Nance is checked in for Allen. Dean Wade comes in for Mobley. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. Here's Ball, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Strus with it, now defended by Oubre. Ball kicks to Mitchell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
For 3, Mitchell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. And so it's Cleveland, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
We've got Jared McCain. Walker out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. McCain, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Hey, Kevin, even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has to increase his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Hey guys, going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Kevin?
On a mission for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Donovan Mitchell. The 76ers trail by 13. Maxey feeling it out a bit. And Drummond throws it down.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
Now, here's Ball. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Cleveland moving it around. And Mobley throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Maxey. And here's Garland for three. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Wade. Hunter comes in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Ball. Now, here's Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Garland, no good.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Here's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland looking it over. Buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got 11 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
It's good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Pass to Hunter. Good D by Drummond. The 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Edgecombe. Maxey against Garland. Maxey, no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
Here's Maxey. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Wound up there for Allen. Good, nice job down low. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night. Edgecombe with it, working on Hunter. Oubre outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Allie, let's go to you, courts. All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Halftime is here. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebound.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
If you're shooting under 30% from 3, try to find another way to score, man. This is crazy, Shaq.
Yeah,
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's Maxey. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point. For three, Mitchell. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's the teardrop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Here's McCain. They get it back. That one's not going to go.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Guys?
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. A kick out to Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mobley's got 5.
Oh, Evan Mobley dueling from distance, responding with a 3 of his own.
And Cleveland making a change here. Ball's checked in. The 76ers trail by 18. 76ers moving the ball around. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. He's coming off an excellent season, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
The Cavaliers leading by 19. A kick out to Mobley. Off target from outside. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ball, the pass to Mobley. It's good. And that's now 7 points for Evan Mobley.
Well, Mobley very effective when he gets very good position on the interior.
Ball against Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. And stolen by Hunter. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. They get it again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mobley's got 7 points here in this quarter. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. Then for the Cavaliers, Max Strus comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Nance is checked in for Allen. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Maxey, no good.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Ball dishes to Mitchell. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Walker's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Maxey.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Wade with no one around. No good from outside. Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. McCain gets a wide-open look. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Strus for 3. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's Cleveland with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Edgecombe. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Wing shot on the way. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball proving to be a knockdown threat from mid-range as well. A terrific shooter in that area.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, Cleveland shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Merrill can't hit. And Philadelphia has possession. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Drummond. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, if you're that size and you're Andre Drummond, be aggressive and assertive in the paint. I'm going to dictate the action inside, he says.
Merrill off target from 3-point range. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Edgecombe. Cavaliers with the rebound. Wade's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Stolen by Wade. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Here's Merrill. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. There's the pick for 3. Oubre. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Cleveland. So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Jared Allen. Hey, Allie, what are they telling you?
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Cleveland. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's not enough to keep this gamer out of action, though. He's making a go of it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Boy, tough news for him, for his family, for his team. And, you know, it's not just him affected. This is the whole organization. And what you hope, obviously, some guys heal faster than others. You hope he's one of those guys.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And here are the Cavaliers. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Evan Mobley.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
And he's good on the three ball.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Embiid sets the pick for McCain. A three-pointer off the mark.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Ball kicks to Bryant. Wade outside. And Merrill has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Wade feeling it out a bit. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan.